What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have the NG Models February 2023 releases for you guys. I'm eager to see on what NG has for the 2023 releases. They did hint it out like a couple of days ago, the 1 for 100 hints, and I kind of predicted mine, and just the day after, they hinted out their 1 to 100. So I'm eager to see what it looks like, what this release set's gonna look like. It's a big release set compared to January because of like the Lunar New Year. But I think this time, I think it's a week before the Lunar New Year. But I think the New Year is gonna be next week. So NG decided to like hit these releases early. So I'm eager to see on how this is gonna turn out. But before that, as per usual, let me go over some hints. So we got a very interesting stuff from like Asia to like Europe and North America. So we do have we got like a lot of variety for each continent. We got like Air India's, there's like a Tarom, and hopefully we could get some like JetBlues and probably some more from the Koreans and the Air New Zealand's and some more stuff on the A321s. Like I hinted out like a Hawaiian A321 Neo, so I'm hoping that's there. It'll be a great replacement for my Gemini. And we also have like some other stuff like from like the A330s or like TAP Portugals. Meanwhile, the Boeing 737s, a lot of interesting stuff for the Boeing 737s. I'm expecting some Southwest, of course, because NG likes releasing Southwest, which honestly for the American collectors, that's amazing from NG to do. And then we should have a couple of Maxes. Yeah, a lot of Maxes are going to be coming since that's still a new mold from NG. And we got a Boeing 747 SP from France. I'm excited for the Boeing 757 because it has a Romeo Papa Charlie registration. So I did hint it at like a Cebu Pacific plane. I'm eager to see what it looks like, so I'm excited for that. Along with the ANA side for the Boeing 777 and another Garuda Indonesia. I'm hinting it's the retro livery, but it can also be the Sky Team livery, but I hinted out a retro livery, so hopefully that's there. And some more Qatar 787s. There's a lot of Qatars, there's like 3 Qatars. It would be Boeing 787-8s if I were to guess. And then we got some EVAs for the 7810 and some Tupolovs from like the Russian government and a Cathay L1011. So that's all the hints that I think that's gonna be in the release set. And unfortunately I cannot like look at what happened last month in terms of like now I was gonna be going for like the January 2023 stuff on what happened last month, but unfortunately NG took out the entirety of like December and January 2023, and instead they added like February instead. So all it shows in the new releases is just February. But from what I can recall what was sold out was the Malev. Oh no, not the Malev. The WestJet 737-600. That's already sold out. And the Desert Gold Retro was also sold out as well. Oh, and also the Sky Team livery from it's that airline. It's Yaman Air, but I think that's not how it's pronounced. But like I said, it jumped straight into the February 2023 releases already. So we're gonna be scrolling down, and there it is, right there. It just says February 2023 releases already. And unfortunately, I did see one model, but it's not a model that I'm interested in. It's a Malev 737-600. So I did see that as soon as I entered the NG page, I already saw that Malev aircraft, and oh god, I gotta like hide that. But thankfully it was one. The rest, I'm not sure what it looks like, but like I said, it's just the Malev 737-600 that I saw, which is quite unfortunate. So let's go down, and of course, as we scroll down, let's see what the 2023 releases are. And yep, there it is. That is the Malev 737-600 registered Hotel Alpha Lima Oscar Delta. And what livery is it in? Get a while to load up. Oh, it's just a regular livery. Interesting. Because like they already did like a regular livery already for this model, but not sure what the real difference is. But yeah. But there's that Malev 737-600. And very interesting choice for NG to like release it again. Now let me try to refresh the page because like it doesn't show me like the actual the exit page. There we go. So yeah, there it is, the Malev 737-600. I'll show you guys again. So there, it's still in the regular livery. I hinted a special livery, but I'm not sure that's going to be coming in. And yeah, so once again, the registration of that aircraft is Hotel Alpha Lima Oscar Delta. So very interesting for NG to like re-release it again, because I think the last one was sold out. Alright, next up, let's see what's next. And we have, ooh, this is interesting. This is a Southwest Boeing 737-700 in the Pixar's Coco 1 livery, registered November 7816 Bravo. So technically what Southwest painted this livery in the Coco livery to like celebrate the new movie Coco that was released back in 2017. This aircraft is already repainted into the Heart livery, but I gotta say, this is like a very interesting livery art from Southwest. You got all the aspects of like the Coco movie, and yeah, I did watch the Coco movie, and it was a good movie by Pixar and Disney. And yeah, so once again, the registration is November 7816 Bravo. So that's the Southwest. I'm not gonna be getting that because that, once again, that livery is already repainted into like its Heart livery. So yeah, I mean, if you're a Disney and Pixar fan, yes, but yeah. All right, so next aircraft, let's see what we have. And next up we have the China Southern 737-700 in the Ordinary Hero livery. And let's see what this aircraft looks like. Okay, it just shows the regular livery. It says Ordinary Hero, but I'm not sure what this is to be exact, because it just shows like an actual livery. It just shows the standard livery for China Southern. So I'm not sure what it has to do with that, but yeah. Registration of that aircraft is Bravo 5247. And yeah, very interesting. I'm not sure what this Ordinary Hero thing is, but I'm eager to find out. And if it's just like the regular standard livery, then nothing too special about it. Yeah, plus I don't even collect Chinese models unless it's necessary. So that's that. Next up, we should go down. As we go down even further, we have a China Southern 737-700, and this is with the 400 next gen it is with the 4000 next gen 737-7. Let me rephrase this remark. So this is the China Southern 737-700 with the 40th next generation Boeing 737 stickers in the Sky Team livery. So, well, technically it's just a Sky Team logo, but I'm not sure where that is. But there it is right there. This is actually the 4000's Boeing 737 NG Boeing has produced, and it was delivered to China Southern. So really interesting right there. Really fortunate that China Southern received this 4000 737 NG, and it's very nice. So the registration of that aircraft is Bravo 5283. Quite an interesting start right here. Very interesting. And hopefully we can get some MAX variety soon. So let's see what our MAXes are, if we have one. So as we scroll down, we have a Bonza Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. Wow, interesting. So I got that airline correct, but it doesn't click on it doesn't click on like the link to show the actual aircraft. So it's a Bonza 737 MAX 8 registered Victor Hotel Uniform India Kilo. So as I searched this aircraft up on the web, there it is. So this is the Bonza 737 MAX 8. It's with the Polish, it has a lot of Polish scimitars. Well, I don't know if you could call these scimitars, but it has like the winglets show like the lot Polish logo, which I'm not sure if that's going to be repainted into like the Bonza winglets, but it's very interesting for NG to release something like that. So once again, it can be clickable because like, yeah. But once again, the registration of this aircraft is Victor Hotel Uniform India Kilo. So hopefully we can get like a regular Bonza livery. So as we scroll down a little more, we should have, there we go, a 737 MAX 8 from Bonza Airlines, registered Victor Hotel Uniform Juliet Tango. And there she is right there, and she has the all-white winglets. So I also predicted this correct. The prediction I did was correct too, so I predicted that and I got it correct. So there's the Bonza 737 MAX 8. They are a new Australian airline, so nice to start off with the 737 MAX. I'm eager to see on how this airline performs, and it's a very interesting livery. You got like a thumbs up to represent the B, and you got Bonza right there. Very interesting right there from NG. So the registration of this aircraft once again is Victor Hotel, Uniform Juliet Tango. So a lot of maxes for, like I said, a lot of maxes. So nice that NG's like knock it off the max, and yeah. Alright, so next up we should have, let's see what's our next max 8 or max 9 in that case. Let's see what's next. Yes sir! Yes! We have the United 737 MAX 9, but this is in the Continental Globe colors. So I've been wanting to have like a MAX 9, and this is actually their first MAX 9. And unfortunately it can't be clickable, which I don't know why, to be exact, why it can't be clickable, but the registration of that aircraft is November 37508, so let me search up that registration. And there she is right there. So this is going to be the United 737 MAX 9 in the Continental Globe colors. I haven't got like a United MAX 9 yet, and I'm so fortunate for NG to start off their MAX 9 with United. Because like United has a lot of MAX 9s. Some in the Evo Blue, some in the Continental Globe, but I'm going to be getting the Continental Globe. So I'm just excited right there. United MAX 9, you're in my list, but unfortunately it can't be clickable, which I don't know. I don't understand why. Probably there isn't no CGI image aircraft as of yet. So the 737 MAX 9 mold makes its debut here for NG models, and I'm just excited to get this as soon as like the CGI image comes out, which I'm not sure when, but it will soon. So really exciting right there. Alright, so next up, let's see, as we scroll down, we should have a Corsair 747 SP. So, how about that? Unfortunately, it still can't be, it's kind of like similar to like the United and like this one. It can be clickable, which I'm not sure why it can't be clickable. Probably they haven't released like a CGI image aircraft yet, but the registration of this aircraft, which I also got right, is Foxtrot Golf Tango Oscar Mike. So once again, I'll search that plane up for you guys, and there she is right there. So really interesting livery. It's interesting how I think Corsair is like the only 747 SP operator in France. Unfortunately, I think this aircraft might be scrapped. As you can see in this image, there's no engines on this aircraft, but this is what she looks like back in her glory days. Looking pretty nice. And yeah, very interesting right there. Very interesting. And interesting stuff, yeah. There's no November 8-7, because they hinted that from the February, but I'm not sure, because like it's a November 8-7 registration that was hinted, but that's like in a future release, but I'm not sure if that's going to be released in February, but we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, next up for the Boeing 757s. Now, the Boeing 757 portion is what really is something that is interesting me. That's caught into my attention. So, if this airline is in this release set, I'm eager to see on what I'm gonna do with it. So, as we scroll down to our Boeing 757s, we should have, and there we go, a Boeing 757-200 from Cebu Pacific in the City of Manila livery. And unfortunately, I cannot click this registration, but the registration of this aircraft is Romeo Papa Charlie 2714. So really nice that we get a little bit of the Philippine market and models. I mean, what I'm saying is like, well, before that, here it is. This is a beautiful livery from Cebu Pacific. Now, if you guys don't know what Cebu Pacific is, basically, Cebu Pacific is a low-cost airline in the Philippines, and they have like a hub in Manila, and I did fly on them before, but that was like on their Airbus, but technically, I wouldn't recall if I saw this aircraft back when I was like a kid there, because I grew up in the Philippines, and, well, I was born in the Philippines, basically. But really nice for NG to add like a few Philippine models into their release set. I'm hoping they can add more, because like, we don't get much models that are from the Philippines, basically. So I'm hoping NG can like expand that region and other Southeast Asian parts like, I know they get a lot of Indonesian models and like, but we never got like a lot of models from like Malaysia, Singapore, and even the Philippines. And given to the fact that I was born in the Philippines, I'm really glad that NG released this, and I'm eager to like pick this model up because like I know it's a retired aircraft. Cebu Pacific used to operate 757s, but technically they don't anymore. They operate nowadays like today they operate like A320s, A321s, and A330s. So this was back then. They also operated the DC-9 as well. So once again, I'm gonna be picking up this aircraft. It's very nice. It's a very colorful livery. The city of Manila. It's just beautiful from Cebu Pacific. So once again, a Cebu Pacific Boeing 757-200 registered Romeo Papa Charlie 2714 in the city of Manila livery. So really nice that NG is like adding more Philippine models into their collection. Well, in their database. They already did like a Philippines aircraft, the Philippine Airlines A250-900 with the what is it? Oh yeah, Love Bus sticker, and that was back in January of 2021. So, I mean, we don't get much models from the Philippines, like I said, but yeah. So, really nice for NG to do this. And once again, I'm getting that. Alright, now we move on to our Boeing 777s. So, as we scroll down, let's see what our first 777 is. And it's gonna be ANA, I think. Yup, it's in the ANA 777-200ER in the Kimetsu no Yaiba livery. So basically what this is, it's in the Demon Slayer livery. So as she comes out, there she is. So this is a very interesting livery. Now Demon Slayer is an anime, and given to the fact I do actually like anime, so this is very interesting right here from ANA. So I'm not sure if I want to try picking this up because I know I watch anime, but I never watched Demon Slayer before, but I know it is a good anime. I don't know any bunch of the characters. I may have to like watch one episode of Demon Slayer and see how I like it for myself. So I know Phoenix also did this too, so interesting for NG to like go against Phoenix on this one. So really interesting right there. So the registration of that aircraft is Juliet Alpha 745 Alpha. And yeah, very interesting choice from NG, I gotta say. Alright, now just scroll down. We should have our Garuda Indonesia model. So let's see what it is. It's gotta be, I'm hoping it's a retro livery. If it's not, then it's gotta be like a SkyTeam livery. So as we scroll down, we should have, okay, this is different. This is rather different. But we have a Garuda Indonesia Boeing 777-300ER with wonderful Indonesia stickers. So this is the sticker right here that I'm referring to. So this is the wonderful Indonesia sticker. So technically it's another regular livery, but they just added like a sticker. So yeah, this is what I kind of like mean, because like NG keeps releasing a lot of Garuda Indonesia stuff, and I know we already have like a Cebu Pacific model in this release set, but we never get that much Southeast Asian models from that region. So really interesting right there. I'm hoping they can do like a Singapore Airlines or a Malaysia Airlines. That would be nice for the Malaysian and Singapore people. Yeah. So once again, it's just a regular livery, but they just added this sticker instead. So the registration of that aircraft is Papa Kilo Golf India Echo. Alright, so now that's the 777s right there. Now we move on to the Boeing 787 Dreamliners. Now I know there's a lot of Dreamliners that are from Qatar, so let's see what our first Qatar model is from the 787 region. And the first up we should have is a 787-8 in the regular livery. So as she comes out, there she is. So really interesting right there. And yeah, I've never seen like a Qatar 7. Oh wait, I have seen Qatar 787-8s, but I don't recall if they fly here to the US. I don't think they do. So really interesting right there. So this is in their regular livery, no special or sticker. And yeah, registration of this aircraft is Alpha 7 Bravo Charlie Mike, which I also got correct. And that aircraft, I think it has the FIFA World Cup sticker, but I think they're gonna be like repainting that. So yeah. So Alpha 7 Bravo Charlie Mike is the registration once again, and we should get more with like stickers. So let's see what our second Qatar 787 is, and that is the FIFA World Cup sticker, Bravo Charlie Alpha, Alpha 7, Bravo Charlie Alpha. So it's kind of like the same thing as like every Qatar, they always have like a FIFA World Cup sticker in a regular livery. Yeah, kind of like, it's perfect for like the Middle Eastern region, I gotta say. And very interesting stuff right there. So here it is right there. Registration of that aircraft once again is Alpha 7 Bravo Charlie Alpha, which is the first Qatar 787-8. You can tell that the registration ends with an Alpha, so in that case, if it has an Alpha in it, you can really tell that that is the first aircraft in your fleet for that type. So yeah, that's that. And we should move on to our third 787-8 from Qatar. And what is that? Oh, actually, no, now we're getting something interesting now. Yes! Now we have a Thai Airways Boeing 787-8, and the name is Kosum Fiesa. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. And this is actually in the regular livery. So how about this? Now we have a Thai Airways 787-8. So nice that we're getting some more Southeast Asian varieties. We already got Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines in this release set. So really nice that NG is now expanding into the Southeast Asian region, because like, of course, I don't think there isn't much Southeast Asians. Basically what I'm saying is like, what I meant to say is like, there isn't much models from that region, the Southeast Asian region. So, and for NG releasing a Cebu Pacific, a Garuda Indonesia, and a Thai Airways, that is just nice. That is amazing, and I think many collectors from that region are gonna be happy about this. So once again, we got a Thai Airways 787-8, looking pretty nice right there. And the registration on that aircraft is Hotel Sierra Tango Quebec Echo. Now this was not in like the hints and all that, so I was quite surprised that a Thai Airways was gonna be making it in this release set. So very interesting right there. Alright, so next up, I think we should have our Bravo registration for the 787. And what is that going to be? Actually, no, we're skipping all the way from like, we skip Qatar to a Thai Airways basically we skip from a Qatar Airways to a Thai Airways and then Qatar again. Now this is in their 787-9 and this is in the FIFA World Cup sticker. And yeah, I kind of like same for the Dash 8. Now it's on the Dash 9, so really interesting right there. Registration of that aircraft is Alpha 7 Bravo Hotel Echo. Sorry guys, I can't talk today. I kind of like woke up and went to the releases and checking them out. So yeah, so interesting 787-8 stuff. And yeah, now as we scroll down, we should have our like Airbus stuff. And what is our Airbus stuff gonna be? We're gonna like start off with the A318, so we're gonna start off with the A318s. Let's see what it is. Actually, no, we have an EVA Air. Forgot about this, but we have an EVA Air 787-9, so really nice right there. And there she is right there. So very interesting stuff right there. The EVA Air 787-9, the livery on the 787-9, that's what I meant to say, is very interesting because like you got like the 787 logo right there, and this is a very interesting style from this livery, and I gotta say it's very nice. So the registration of that aircraft is Bravo 17885, and these aircraft do fly to Seattle, so if ever I can like try to like see one of these, I may get that, but technically it's not on my list right now. But very interesting right there. Alright, now we move on to our Airbuses now. So let's see, we'll begin with the A318s first. So let's see what our Airbus A318 is. Alright, and we should start off with a Terram Airbus A318 with Romania 2019 EU sticker. And unfortunately, I cannot click this again, which I don't know why. We're kind of like getting a lot of like stuff that can be clickable. These links can be clickable. It cannot show up. Like, it can't show the CGI image of the aircraft. So I don't know what's going on. Probably they haven't released it yet. As soon as they release it, but very interesting. So the registration of that aircraft is Yankee Romeo Alpha Sierra Alpha. So let me hold this up so it's an image, and there she is right there. So here it's the aircraft right there, and once again it has the Romania 2019.edu, not EU, EU, European Union sticker. So I don't know where this, like, where that part is. If I could, like, I think this is like closer shot. If it, I think it's this one right here. Yep, it's that one. So you can see on my pointer, that's the sticker that I'm referring to. And then you got some more of these. So yeah, I'm eager to see on what the CGI image of the aircraft is gonna look like when they release it. But very interesting. I also got that livery code, the registration of this aircraft correct. So really nice. So that's our Terram 78. I got using with the Boeings because we got a lot of Boeings this month. But we got the Airbus AC-18 from Terram Air re-release. So interesting right there. Now we move on to our AC-19s. Now they're all from India. So let's see what our first Indian AC-19 is. And we'll begin here with our Airbus AC-19 from Air India. And unfortunately it can't be clickable once again. And the registration of this aircraft is Victor Tango Sierra Charlie Golf. So let me like copy this registration and hold this up for you guys. And there she is right there. So this is the Air India AC-19. And yeah, so it's also nice that NG is making Indian models as well. And it overall looks very nice. It's in the regular livery. And yeah, so once again, registration of that aircraft is Victor Tango Sierra Charlie Golf. Yeah. Next up, as we scroll down, let's see what our second AC-19 is. And as we scroll down, we have another AC-19 from Air India. Of course, this can't be clickable again. And this is in the this is a tough name to pronounce. This is the Mahatma Gandhi livery. If I pronounce that correctly, I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly at all, but not sure. Not good with these like foreign names. But there it is right there. This is the aircraft I'm referring to. So yeah, basically what that is, it has like this person in the tail, which I'm not, once again, that is Mahatma Gandhi, if I were to guess. If I were to say that, I'm not sure how I would say that word, but this is what it looks like. So it's just a regular livery, but we have this person in the tail. I've seen the 777-200LR in this livery, and it's very interesting, but I'm eager to see if NG can like do an Air India 222 LR in this livery. Yeah, it would be interesting. So once again, the registration of that aircraft is Victor Tango Sierra Charlie Sierra. And it's, yeah, very nice. Now we move on to the we move on to the A320s now. So the A320 was very skeptical because like there's like mixed predictions that it's either like a JetBlue or something else. Not sure, but I'm eager to see on what this is going to be. And hopefully, I predicted a JetBlue, so hopefully if there's a JetBlue, I'm gonna be getting it. So, but if it's not, I'll still get it, but it really depends. But we're gonna see what our Airbus A320 is. So as we scroll down, let's see what our Airbus A320 is for this release set, and let's see. Come on, it gotta be good. Nope, I guess not. It's not a JetBlue or something else, but it is an Avianca Airbus A320 and a LACSA Heritage livery. So that's, I can't pronounce that properly, but we do have that aircraft. This aircraft is registered November 821 Alpha Victor, and once again, I cannot click the registration, which I don't know why, but this is what it looks like right here. So here it is right there. I think that's pronounced as Laksa, if I were to guess. So here she is right there. So really interesting livery. It's a retro livery, of course. And you got the Avianca tiles right there. You got the logos on the engines. And you got the tail, which is a Laksa livery, the retro part of the aircraft. And this is a November registration, which I'm not sure why would they operate like a November registration, like a Central American country, because like the November registration is an American registration, but not sure. But that's what it is. Alright, so it's not the JetBlue, which is quite unfortunate. I'm hoping NG can release a JetBlue A320 in the future. That'll be nice. Now we move on to our AC-21s. we got a lot of AC21s for this release set, and I'm eager to see what they're gonna look like, what it is. So let's scroll down first. Let's see what our first AC21 is, and that is an Air New Zealand Airbus AC21 Neo in the all blacks livery. Now here we go. We're getting something for the New Zealand collectors right here. An all blacks A321 Neo from Air New Zealand. This is a very nice livery, I gotta say. This is such a very cool livery, and really cool. I'm eager to see one because I've never seen an all blacks Air New Zealand aircraft as of yet. I'm hoping I can see one. Maybe if I go back to San Francisco, I would see their 777s or 787s, mainly the 787-9s. But I'm eager to see. I'm eager to see this livery in person because it just looks nice. And the registration of this aircraft is Zulu Kilo November Alpha, which I also got correct, which is pretty nice. Next up, we move on to our second. We got two Korean registered A321 Neos. So let's see what that is. And as we scroll down, we should first have an Air Busan Airbus A321 Neo registered Hotel Lima 8504. And this is in the Busan Expo 2030 livery. And that can be clickable, which is good. So there she is right there. So that's Air Busan and their Neo. And of course you got the Expo and the World Expo 2030. So here's like the sticker of the World Expo 2030, which will be held in Busan, South Korea. So there it is. I bet I think they're gonna be releasing a lot of Expo liveries from NG, from the Koreas. That'll be interesting. It's kind of like Gemini Jets' Emirates situation, but NG this time. So the registration of this aircraft once again is Hotel Lima 8504, and really interesting right there. So next up, we should have another Air Busan if I were to guess, and I think that's going to be in the regular livery. So what is it going to be? It is an Air Busan Airbus AC21 Neo in the regular livery. So there she is right there. So really interesting airline from Korea. I never heard of Air Busan before, but if I were to guess, I think they have like a hub in, of course, Busan. I'm not sure if they also have one in Seoul as well, but very interesting right there. So that's the Air Busan livery right there. And the registration of that aircraft is Hotel Lima 8394. So quite an interesting choice from NG to have Air Busan. Hopefully they can add more Korean stuff, like Korean Air or Asiana. That'll be nice. Alright, so now we move on to our November registered A321 Neo. Now, I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. I'm eager to see what this one is. So hopefully we can get a good A321 Neo that I may grab. And what is it going to be? As I scroll down, let's see what it is. How about this? We have... Okay, disregard on what I said from the JetBlue AC-20. Now we have a JetBlue Airways Airbus A321 Neo, and it is in the ribbon's tail, and what is the name of this aircraft? What's the name? Oh, I don't want to scroll down. There we go. So the name of this aircraft is A Midsummer Night's Dream. So there it is right there. That's the aircraft right there. So it has the ribbon's tail, and yeah, so this is basically the aircraft. It's a mid-business class configured aircraft from JetBlue, so you can tell why. Ribbon's tail and the name of the aircraft, Mint. It has the word Mint in it. So this is a JetBlue A321 Neo that has the ribbon's tail in the Mint configuration. So I'm eager to get that, hopefully, because like a lot of JetBlue models sell out very quickly. And yeah, gonna be getting this one too. It's a nice tail. And I do like the ribbon's tail. Never seen one, but I'm eager to see one soon. So the registration of this aircraft is November 2142 Juliet. And yeah, very nice right there. So gonna be getting the JetBlue. And yeah, next up, what is our next aircraft going to be? And we have another JetBlue Airbus A321 Neo. This time, it isn't the streamer's tail this time. Okay, now we have a streamer's tail A321 Neo, and this is named Joel Peterson. Now I think I have the Panda version of this model, so I'm not sure what to do with my Panda Models one, but I'm gonna be getting this one too, the streamer's tail. And yeah, now looking at the streamer's tail, it looks different compared to like the Panama. I think it's supposed to be like that. Oh, I think I'm referring to the Spotlight tail that has the orange one, but this is the streamer's tail right there. So yeah, registration of this aircraft is November 4022 Juliet. Now once again, I'm eager to see on what I'm gonna be doing with my Panda version because that has the same registration. So I'm not sure, but I'm eager to find out. I'm eager to find out. If I end up getting this model, then I'm just gonna like sell my Panda version. So yeah, I mean like the Panda mold is good, but the quality control from Panda models is I don't know what to say. But yeah, we got that. The JetBlue. Now I think they for the mint livery. Oh god, this has been going on for 36 minutes, but I do want to make this quick. So I think for like the mint livery, the ribbons tail, I think they hinted one before. I think that was back in September 2022. However, they didn't feel like releasing it until now. So there's that. And yeah. So next up, we already knocked through the JetBlues right there. Alright, so next up in this release set, we should have an Air Transat Airbus A321neo. Okay, now here we go. Now I'm also going to be getting this model as well because they do fly to San Francisco. Well, I've never seen Air Transat before, but yeah, they would fly to San Francisco around the evening. So it's kind of like hard for them to like capture them in the night. But I'm eager to see one. And yeah, so the registration of this aircraft is Charlie Golf India Oscar in. Let me reread the registration. Once again, I'm sorry if I can't talk right now, and sorry if this is going on for too long. But yeah, I gotta get through this release set because it's a big release set. So the registration of this aircraft is Charlie Golf Oscar India Oscar. Very interesting right there. Alright, next up we should have a very interesting registration. And what is that going to be? Ooh, actually we do have another Airbus A321 from Air Transat, and this is in the Kids Club livery. Okay, this is a funny looking livery, I gotta say. You got like the googly eyes on the tail. You also got googly eyes on the cockpit. This is such an interesting livery, and it's a funny one too. So you got the Kids Club infants. Very interesting right there. This is a CO aircraft. And yeah, this is a very I gotta say this is just a funny livery, and it's very nice. So the registration of this aircraft is Charlie Golf Echo Zulu Juliet. Alright, so that's that. Next up, as we scroll down, we should have. There we go. We have a Royal Air Force Airbus A321neo registered Golf Bravo November India. So this is a UK government aircraft right here. So this is what it looks like. And this is operated by the Royal Air Force. I'm not sure if like the Prime Minister would travel on this aircraft. I'm assuming they would because like look at the livery. You got the Union Jack right there. You got United Kingdom right there. So I'm guessing that the Prime Minister of UK would travel on this aircraft. So very interesting right there from NG. Next up, I think we're on our last A321neo, so let's see what that is. And we have the. That's a tough. Let me pronounce this airline correctly. But we have Aegean Airlines Airbus A321neo. I think that's how I would pronounce it. And of course, this can be clickable, but the registration of this aircraft is Sierra X-Ray November Alpha Golf. Now, if you guys don't know what that airline is, they are an airline from Greece, and this is what it looks like right there. This is the aircraft I'm talking about. So this is what it looks like. So interesting livery from this airline. It looks pretty nice, I gotta say. And yeah, very interesting livery right there. So once again, the registration of that aircraft is Sierra X-Ray November Alpha Golf. Alright, so next up we should have is, and we have an Air Greenland Airbus A330-200. Now, I don't think that registration was there before, so very interesting right there for NG to release an Air Greenland model. So there's the aircraft right there. So this is a very interesting livery. It's all red, and yeah, really nice to see aircraft that are painted in like red or black or some other color instead of like having white in it. And I think it looks much nicer if the livery is like this. So it's interesting choice, but right there from NG. And yeah, registration of this aircraft is Oscar Yankee Golf Romeo November. Alright, so now we move on to our next A330. Now I'm hoping there could be TAPs in there. TAP Air Portugals. And let's see what we have. Actually, no, we're just skipping the TAP Air Portugals. But we now have an L1011 TriStar from Cathay Pacific. And quite strange, because I still can't click on this I still cannot click on this image because like the past model, like the other models that I went through, those can be clickable, which I'm not sure why. I think the main reason is they haven't released a CGI image of the aircraft yet, but there's that registration right there in the 1975 colors. And the registration of this aircraft is Victor Romeo Hotel Hotel Golf. Hotel Kilo, I mean. So there's the aircraft right there. So this is what it looks like. Now this was before Hong Kong had like the this is basically before Hong Kong had the registration Bravo Dash instead of like Victor Romeo. So this was before Hong Kong Airlines had that, like airlines in Hong Kong had that registration. The Victor Romeo had that. The Victor Romeo registration was a Hong Kong registration before, but as of today, it's now a Bravo Dash instead, and in various letters. So this is the aircraft right there. Overall, a very interesting livery overall. It's a very nice livery back then. The current Cathay Pacific livery is also nice too, but this is just retro vibes from Cathay Pacific. It looks very nice. And yeah, so now that's that. Now we move on to our Tupolev Tu-54s, which will round off the release set. Well, we also got some 1-200 models as well. So as we scroll down, we have Russian Air Force Tupolev Tu-154B-2, and I don't know why we haven't got like images for many of these aircraft, which I'm not sure what's going on right now. Probably because like NG is out of office. Well, they released a few of their CGI images, but we haven't got many of these CGI images after all. And this is the 223rd Flight Unit, registered Romeo Alpha 8555 Romeo Alpha 85555. There's a lot of fives. There's a lot of fives in that registration. So as I pull it up, there it is right there. This is the aircraft right there. And it's an overall interesting aircraft, I gotta say. It's an overall interesting livery on this aircraft. It's a Russian Air Force aircraft, once again. And yeah, quite interesting right there. And what is our last? Well, I think that's our last model from the release set, if I were to guess. So as we scroll down, oh, I think we have another one. I think it's a 1-200 model. So as we scroll down, what is it? Oh my god, there we go! Yes, sir! There we go! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! We got through like all these liveries, they're interesting, but finally, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Canyon Blue Retro livery. Yes, sir! How about that? Whew. Now, this was in their future release set before, probably after they released the January releases. And now we're getting it into the February 2022 release. 2023. We're finally getting it in the February 2023 releases from NG. So finally that's been knocked out of the park. I'm excited to get this model. I'm going to be getting this because I saw this exact aircraft at Sacramento International Airport. And I think it was last week that I saw this aircraft. It was a good shot. I mean, like, it was like overcast on that day. But overall, I think that shot did turn out nice, and I was so fortunate to see the second retro livery from Southwest on their MAX 8. So really nice right there. There is also the Colleen Barrett sticker right there in front of the aircraft. So really interesting right there. So the registration of that aircraft is November 872 Charlie Bravo. So finally, November 872 Charlie Bravo, a November 87 registration has been knocked out of the park. So really nice right there. And once again, I'm going to be getting this aircraft. Wow, really nice. And I think that's it. I think we got more. Yep, that's it for the 1/400s. And we also got their 1/200s, if I would guess. We got more February 2023 stuff. And nothing too special for me. It's just 1/200 models. I don't collect much 1/200 models. But let's see what those 1/200 models are. Starting off with a Falcon 7X. Dassault Aviation. Ooh, this is a very interesting right there. This is a very interesting live right there. And really nice. You got all this like streamers and 7X. This is a very nice livery, I gotta say. I think it looks very nice. So the registration of this aircraft is Foxtrot Whiskey, Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey. And once again, it is a 1/200 model, and this is in a prototype code screen. So quite interesting right there. Next up, next 1/200 model. Ooh, how about this? A US Airways or a US Airways Express with Marinade CRJ 200 LR. So there it is right there. So nice that NG is like coming back on like 1/200 CRJ 200 models. This is a very nice livery, and yeah, this is way before their final livery. I'm not sure what livery this is, but this is I'm guessing this is before their final livery, or this could be their final livery. I'm not sure, but there's that livery right there. Registration of this aircraft is November 77195. Alright, next up on our list, we should have another CRJ 200. This is by what is this? Air Sahara. Yeah, Air Sahara, if I were to guess. So, there it is right there. So, this is an Indian airline. You can tell the registration of this aircraft. Victor Tango. Yeah, Victor Tango. Sierra The registration of this aircraft is Victor Tango Sierra Alpha Quebec. So interesting right there. Next up, our next 1/200 model is the Gulfstream G5. It's a private aircraft, and this is in. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is actually very cool. This is in Lionel Messi's private jet with a line on the tail. So the registration of this aircraft is Lima Victor India Romeo Quebec. So basically, it is Messi's, the famous soccer player. This is Lionel Messi's private jet. So the famous soccer player from Argentina. So I gotta say, the aircraft looks very nice. And yeah. So that's the private jet aircraft right there. And next up we should have is a C919 from China Eastern, and it's in the 1/200 model, and this is the world's first C919 aircraft. So this is now in the 1/200 scale. They already released a 1/400 model out of this, but now they're getting this in 1/300. So really nice right there. And the registration of this aircraft is Bravo 919 Alpha. And yeah. And now we should move on to our last model, which is this one right here. This is the AG600M, and what that is, it's an amphibious firefighting aircraft. So it can land on water, it can land on land. Basically, it can do anything. So this is from Avic. So this is the Avic AG600M, and it's quite interesting because like this aircraft is not even like a knockoff to like the Western aircraft from the US. So really nice that China has developed its own firefighting aircraft, and overall, the aircraft looks actually nice. You got all the floats right here. This is a seaplane, and you got all the various turboprop engines right there. And overall, it is a very nice aircraft from them, and it's nice. And the overall design of that aircraft is very nice. So the registration of that aircraft is Bravo 0 Delta Charlie Charlie. And I think that should be it. So overall, this is such an interesting release set from NG Models, and I do apologize if this video took very long. It's like almost 15 minutes because like, of course, it is a big release set, and yeah. Wow, this is just a big release set. I'm eager to see on how NG is gonna perform on this release set because like it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But overall, we got various stuff, like we got some links that can't be clickable because I don't know why, but very interesting right there. I'm eager to see on what the CGI image of the aircraft is going to look like. But overall, we got a lot of stuff. I mean, like, we got some various Asia stuff, some Australia stuff. This is basically one of NG's. In my opinion, this is one of NG's best release sets. Because, like, you got every single airline from various continents, from Europe, Asia, North America, South America, and Australia. Basically, they just put every single continent in this release set. This is a nice release set, I gotta say. Although we don't get as much American stuff, like I know we got the Southwest and the JetBlues, but the United one, I gotta say, I think there's a lot of American stuff right there. I'm excited for the United Max 9. I'm also excited for the the Canyon Blue Retro. I'm also going to be getting that as well. It's going to look nice from NG, and seeing from various different Canyon Blue models from NG, this is going to turn out nice. And the Max 9, of course, I cannot collect this, which I don't know. I don't understand why, but I think it's reasonable because they don't have like a CGI image of the aircraft yet. And yeah, very interesting right there. I'm also gonna be getting the Cebu Pacific, and yeah, very interesting. Cause like it's in my region, it's in the Philippines, but yeah, so really interesting right there. Various stuff right here from Asia, India, China, Qatar. So this is kind of like an example on what a good release set should look like right here, folks. So really nice right there. And yeah, I'm eager to get those models from this release set. So that is it for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And once again, I do apologize if this video took very long to do. It's not like around 52 minutes, but yeah, kind of had to go through these releases one by one. And yeah, so that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.